What's up, kids? So glad to have each of you in our community. I really am. I love this community. I love answering questions, love helping any way we can. You know what I think it comes down to for me is just like being in a space where we're all going in the same direction. That's so unusual right now in our world, and it's great to have a community. So truly, super glad you're here. So here's what we're talking about today. Uncertainty is part of life. A lot of people have questions in our masterminds and in our groups and in this group right here. And it's just uncertain times, right? It could be politics right now. It could be pandemic stuff. It could be Delta variants. What's up, Noel? Good to see you. It could be Dan. Awesome to see you, dude. Can't wait to talk today. There's so many things that are just uncertain in our life, right? And we all have just crazy different opinions on that. Ultimately, though, we all have to come kind of back down to how does this impact me, my family, my business? Let's talk business right now. So if you're dealing with uncertainty in your world, and I think we all are, right? We all might have very different views about what that uncertainty means and how it should be handled. But ultimately, Jason, what's up? Good to see you, dude. Ultimately, uncertainty for each of us needs to be fought with some sort of plan or strategy or clarity, all right? So let's just just be real here. We don't know what's going to happen this winter or fall if you're in the northern hemisphere or somewhere in the southern hemisphere. We don't know what's going to happen with variants of the COVID thing. But ultimately, an uncertain situation, regardless of what our political or social views are in that, an uncertain situation is here, right? Keep it real. That's right, Noel. Oh my gosh. How are you going to deal with it? How are you going to deal with an uncertain situation? So you might be able to be a person who can I love live events. I personally, it's so fun to be in an audience, live events. I freaking love concerts. I take my kids to concerts, big name concerts, freaking love, stadiums full of people. If your business is dependent on live events, if your business is dependent on clients who have brick and mortar positions like doctor's offices, restaurants, places that could have a slowdown during an uptick in pandemic numbers, then think about what you're going to do, all right? We've all been through this already once before. We all got a trial run or a real run at this during last season of the pandemic. They'll figure this out, all right? We're going to get through this together. The globe's going to be okay. Humanity's going to be okay. But what if it goes up and down? What if people's fears just go up and down? How's that going to impact your business? All that to say, here's what my team and I are doing. We're planning for two different scenarios. I think that's a smart play, right? You got to have a business plan that allows you to work well if people stay kind of normal and we don't have to all go into hiding again. And you got to have a business plan that allows you to play well in your market. Hey, thanks so much. It's so great to see everybody. That it allows you to stay in your market and do well if people do go into a more lockdown, shut-in position again. Now, we all want our freedoms back and we all want to live and get out there and do things, right? But we don't know what's really going to happen, regardless of our opinions. Again, I'm really trying to stay away from any opinions here on how this whole thing should be handled. Our job as business owners is to bring clarity and structure to what we get to do for ourselves, our teams, and the clients we serve, right? So go ahead today, this weekend, whatever, and just take two pieces of paper. Here's literally how we've done it. I use Miro, M-I-R-O, the whiteboard app. Love that app, by the way. If you have an iPad or an iPhone or an Android or whatever tablet you use, laptop, whatever, Miro works on every platform, every device. It's a great whiteboarding app. Okay, no plug there. I don't get a commission or anything like that. I just love it. On Miro, or take real paper or a real whiteboard in your office, I take two different pieces of paper, in essence, or two different sections, and I just think through, okay, if we went back to shutdown mode, how would I, with the knowledge I have today, be strategic and be clear on what I'm doing, all right? So if you're trying to take your expertise and lead an online group, you're doing coaching, group programs, building your own e-course, whatever you're here to learn about, efficiencies, hiring teams, whatever that is, whatever you're here to learn about, what are you going to do if things go south and we all have to be locked in again, okay? What are you going to do? What's that going to look like? How can you be productive? With the knowledge you have now, what you learned for the past 12 or 18 months, what are you going to do now to really dominate that and crush it and do really well for you, your teams, and your clients? How are you going to lead through that process? And then another section that deals with, hey, let's say things keep getting better and we keep getting more and more normal gradually. What are you going to do? What does that forward plan look like? Stop wondering what it's going to look like. get a plan for how you're going to handle your business in those two scenarios. You know what normal life looks like. We used to do that like 18 months, 2 years ago, whatever. Remember that? Kind of crazy, right? We know what lockdown looks like. We did that last year. You know the two potential scenarios. Everything in the middle, the hybrids, are just how bad or good it gets, right? So get some certainty. Write those plans down. Like, have a plan. If you have a group, if you're in a mastermind, if you have a coach, if you're in groups like ours, lean in. Get your expert and ask those questions. All right. Find out what they're doing. Find out what their plan is. We're here. We'd be more than happy to share our plans with you. But lean into your space. Lean in here. Ask specific questions. Say things like, hey, coach, here's my business model. Here's what I'm trying to accomplish. I want to continue accomplishing. How should I play this out if things go back to lockdown, or how should I play it out if things go back to normal? Ask those questions. Get a solid plan and know which way you'll execute, and then check in on that plan once a month. That's what we're doing. We plan our business quarter by quarter. Let me just check the time here. Yeah, I'm good for a few minutes. Noel, how can you quickly pivot if things open up? Yeah, if things close down. Have a plan for them both. Exactly, Noel. Exactly. Noel, super glad we're hanging out. I know we're talking about that a lot in our groups as well. There's two options here, folks, and there's a hybrid in between of how good or bad it gets. You know how to live. Think about it right now. We have an amazing knowledge base. We know how to live in both scenarios, all right? Lockdown isn't fun, but we know what to do if it happens. And even if last lockdown, let's say it happens, even if last time was a total, mess for you and your business, I get it. But you know what to avoid this time, and you've seen other people succeed, all right? We worked on a lot of plans that worked. We worked on plans that failed. We tried a lot of things out last year. And it was really an interesting business opportunity to experiment like we never got to before. So we know clearly what to do this time around. And we kind of figured it out a couple months into last pandemic. I'd say, 2 or 3 months into it, we were like, okay, we cracked the code. We got it. But if you don't know what to do, lean in. Again, whoever you lean in on, whoever your coach is, this group right here, ask the questions. We're here. Send us questions to answer your questions. We will help you. The big thing is, anybody who's going to help you needs to know, here's the business model I have. Here's what I'm trying to accomplish. Here's the market I serve, how I get my prospects, how I close sales, the kind of offers you offer. Once you lock that in, once a coach can see that, a good coach can say, okay, here's the plan you should run in this scenario and that scenario. If you can get clarity on your own, get clarity. If you need help, lean in. That's why we're here. Sorry, I'm ignoring messages here. Noel, we're so grateful for the time and space you provide to talking through that with us. Yeah, Noel, Charlene, the challenge queens, the two of you are amazing. Y'all are running a challenge right now that's just killing it. You guys are just such geniuses at helping people launch their online resources and build challenges and to get clients and prospects. What a great opportunity. You can work in either market, in either way the thing goes. I love what y'all are doing. Inja, oh my gosh, so great to see you. Can't wait to see you today. Good morning, Chris. Great advice. Inja, sure hope you're going to be on our mastermind call today. I want to introduce you guys to everybody. Okay, that's what I got. Get a plan, folks. I'm not here just to help you and cheerlead you on and motivate you. I'm here to say, do the freaking work and get the results. Go ahead now. Have a plan. Don't wait till the plan happens to you. All right? So many things in business we can absolutely control. Yes, there are bumps that we can't, that are surprises, whatever. But most things we have a lot of control over. And it just simply takes stepping back, getting a plan, and owning that plan and executing. That's what we got. Get out there and fight for it, folks. This is your thing. You've built the expertise. You want to change the world with your expertise. You want to teach other people. You want to do the work for them, with them, put them in a group coaching, do one-on-one coaching. Obviously, we're here for efficiency, so we love group models more than one-on-one. It's fine. Whatever you want to do, stay strong and have a plan that allows you to succeed at that. You need it. Your teams need it. Your families, your communities need it. And your clients desperately need you to be on top of your game on this one. Luke, great to see you, dude. All right. Y'all have an awesome one. Shout out, ask questions. Let's get clarity around this thing. And let's move forward together, right? Okay. See you soon.